All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. We are back with another yellow solo run. How's everyone doing today? Get the mic centered in the camera so I know where I'm looking. How is everybody? We got Coles, Yato, Heat, Red Riorsi in the chat as well. Hello, Red. Coles. Oh, I already said Coles. Halen, Annie, Balling, Martin. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a tough one today, so I'm glad you guys are here early, because it's going to be a struggle today, and I will let you guys know why here in a moment as we get everybody filing in. How's everyone's Friday going so far? I got my Diet Coke here ready to crush yellow version. Yeah, Coles, you can be Squirtle, 100%. Might have been 2 weeks since you've been Squirtle, so you can absolutely have Squirtle, Coles. That is fair. Hey, Tree. we do need to have the spaghetti. Also, Yato saying, someone say joint early in the chat, is the energy we need today. We need the goofy energy because Tangela is going to be a rough one. I'm scared. Hey, Chris, welcome, welcome. Tree, you want a Charmander? Sure thing. I can do that. Cole's team about to be real. I like Pepsi more than Coke. Totally fair. I grew up in a Pepsi household. I think it's my mom that specifically liked Pepsi growing up. Man, they really nerfed Tangela with the special split. Yeah, they did. They really did. That special defense is abysmal. New F tier moment? Maybe, maybe not. It's going to be interesting. Ballin, you want the bird? It's yours. Pidgey's yours, Ballin. Thank you so much, Colton, for always being a supporter and being our mod in the chat today. I love to see it. Hey, Brad, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I think we got most people piling in here. I'll start going over Tangela. And hey, Friedel, welcome in. I'll start going over the stats and the expectations for today to kind of see where we're going to end up for the run. By the way, Veggie just did my hair today. So rocking the short look, nice and cleaned up, finally. And he was saying, oh, it's F tier, not because of the 40 special defense. That's its Gen 2 special stat, 100%. Hey, Corey, welcome in. Gen 1 Tangela actually has tremendous special. It's the 100. Yes. So, Tangela's base stats are base 65 HP, 55 attack, 115 defense, which is actually really, really solid, 100 special, and 60 speed. So, special is the combined attack and defense stat, so we have really good defensive stats across the board, and 100 special is going to be great for dealing grass-type damage for Gen 1. The big problem is going to be the learn set. Everyone's saying Tangrowth is my homemade. Tangrowth is based. Or Tangrowth? Tangrowth. I always said Tangrowth. I think that's correct. YouTube might still be broken. Brad, you are 100% right. I think donations probably won't work for memberships. The super chats should be still working though. Yeah, we're very tanky Pokemon. We have just the worst moves you could possibly imagine for Gen 1. We start with only Constrict. And we only have that move, which is a 10 base power move, until level 24. So literally until after the first gym, we will only have one move. I guess also Struggle is going to be our other move we're going to be using probably quite a bit today, which is real unfortunate because Struggle is a 50 power normal type move in Gen 1, significantly better than anything we get for most of the run, which is really sad. At level 24, Tangela gets Bind, and then 27, it gets Absorb. It finally has a 20 base power stab move at level 27. At level 29, it gets Vine Whip, which is only 35 base power. Hey, Brad, thank you for the gifted, by the way. Ball said try one, and Brad did. After Vine Whip, we get the Poison Powder, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, all the status powders. And then Slam and Growth, finally, at level 48. Yes, Constrict also does have a 10% chance to lower speed. Not going to be super useful for when we're going to be using Constrict, unfortunately. Tangela is so unique. It really is. It really is. I should use them sometimes, maybe in Legends Arceus, because you can get them at a good point there. Oh, Tangela? Oh, Tangrowth? But Tangela and Soul Silver is locked behind the Radio Tower. Tangela is frequently a late game Pokemon. Unfortunately, Brad's donation doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, YouTube sucks. Indeed it does. I don't know what the heck YouTube is on lately. We had like 10K views on the last 3 Ironmon streams on the vertical side. So like some of those people should be able to get memberships. And YouTube just says, no, never mind. So, spaghetti is great. Let's name Tangela Spaghetti. I like that. Isn't Tangela a spitting image of McDonald's mascot? Like Grimace? Is that what you're thinking of? Is there a thing that looks like Tangela that's a McDonald's mascot? But yeah, so the level up set is cursed for Tangela. That's not quite the same with the TM set. The TM set has a couple of highlights, specifically Swords Dance, because grass types just get Swords Dance in Gen 1. Inexplicably, sometimes. Like Tangela, I don't know why it has Swords Dance, but it does. We also get Body Slam, Takedown, Double Edge, Hyper Beam, a bunch of normal moves. But we only have 4 grass type moves we have access to. Absorb and Vine Whip by Level Up, and then Mega Drain and Solar Beam by TM. No Razor Leaf or anything like that. That might be fine, because Mega Drain is going to be fairly useful. Solar Beam isn't really that useful. Quite frankly, in Gen 1, there's no Sun to be able to get one-turn Solar Beams. It's really just not that much better than Mega Drain, and there's no healing. So I'll probably be sticking with Mega Drain. The Swords Dance Body Slam combo is pretty solid. And then we'll probably need Mimic at some point, and we will probably need Rest. Maybe. I would assume so. But maybe not. I could see us getting by without it. I think our goal for the learn set is going to be probably late game. It's going to be Sleep Powder, Swords Dance, Body Slam, Mega Drain. Probably for late game. But I think we're going to have to switch to Mimic in the place of Mega Drain at some point. Because Mega Drain is just going to be pretty garbage into the Elite Four outside of Lorelei, unfortunately. There's a bunch of... Oh, the Fry Kids! I do have a vague memory of these little creatures from the McDonald's mascots. Yes, it is kind of like that, actually. Yeah. Annie was saying, I feel like if they could have let Tangela have more special defense, specifically without Tangrowth, like at least 65. Yeah, 40 special defense is brutal for Gen 2 on for Tangela. I don't know why they did that. German Pokedex entry even says Tangela is spaghetti on legs. That's hilarious, Friedel. We got to name it Spaghetti then for that. In the Let's Go games, they made Solar Beam 200 base power because 2-turn moves are bad. They didn't even have Sun in Let's Go Pikachu. They didn't have Sun in the Let's Go games? And it did roughly come out 200 base power per turn, which is pretty fair. They kept the TM list basically the same then for Gen 1, didn't they, for Let's Go? It's been a minute since I played those. 40 special defense is literally lower than Onyx special defense, and Onyx is Onyx, right? That doesn't make any sense. To go from 100 special in Gen 1 to 100 special attack and 40 special defense, that's a crazy nerf to our poor guy Tangela here. I need to switch to live chat to make sure I'm not missing any messages. Sorry if I missed anybody leading up to this point. Okay. I do think Spaghetti is going to be the name. We have Balling for the Pidgey today. We have Tree for the Charmander and Coles for the Squirtle. I think that's the plan. One of them is just Tangela just with eyebrows. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. The Let's Go games were fairly restricted in terms of new moves. The only new ones being stuff like Flare Blitz because there weren't physical fire moves, and Arcanine exists. Fair. And all the random starter moves they give you in those games, which are wild. And Onyx hits weak. Onyx hits weaker than Oddish. It does indeed. Pop Tart, welcome in. And Fruitful, welcome, welcome. Axew, welcome in. Time for one of the slowest Brock splits. This, genuinely, besides Abra, may be the worst Brock split. I'm genuinely expecting the worst. I will say we're going to be planning on only doing one run today, because I am expecting a 2-hour run. A 2-hour playthrough. It's going to be brutal. If we can make it into the D tier, I would be happy. Which, let's talk about the tier list a little bit as we're getting started today. I have the updated tier list here. Finally, we now have 12 Pokemon in the A tier. So our A tier is pretty full, despite only being a 5-minute window of time there, between an hour and 5. 1 hour, 5 minutes. But let's see. So Sandslash is in the S tier behind Slowbro from last week, because Sandslash is fantastic. Probably the best ground type, I would assume. Actually, that's a lie. The Nidos exist. One of the best ground types in Generation 1. It's fantastic. Genuinely fantastic performance from Sandslash. Muck and Magmar are now in the A tier. To round out our times in the 1 hour-ish mark, which is looking pretty crowded, quite frankly. That little time split between 1 hour and 1 hour 1 minute, hour and 2 really, is really tight rankings there. I think Tangela is going to be F tier or D tier, the very best D tier. We're not making it very far up this list because it may take us close to an hour to beat Brock. It's hard to blackout train much with Tangela. I'm going to try to get some done with the Light Years trainer probably. There's maybe a couple of trainers in Viridian Forest that could have been useful for blackout training, but it's pretty rough and not terribly efficient for the most part, just because of the having to waste all of our constrict. How many uses of constrict are we going to be working with? 35 uses of constrict. Yeah. If you get PP tier today, I'll gift you $1,000. I'm sorry, Ballin, but it ain't happening. In Gen 2, special defense is shit, but it has decent defense. Yeah, the difference between its special defense and defense is wild for the later gens, post Gen 1. Brutal indeed. Need to reach level 27 before you get a plant-based move to fight Brock, which means you'll need to go without it. Yeah, exactly. We are not going to be able to use a grass move for Brock. I think if we get lucky, we can maybe make C with it, but probably D. I think you may be overestimating Pop-Tart. I'm going to be trying not to make the F tier. I've done one playthrough with a Tangela in the past, and it was an hour and 58 minutes. And that was using Struggle for Brock at level 20. That's going to be the goal today. Get to level 20 and try Struggle for Brock as quickly as possible. Because really, any lower than that, the HP, since we only have 65 base HP, and the damage from Struggle is just not going to cut it lower than level 20. The reason they only gave Tangrowth 10 more special defense compared to Tangela is because if they gave it 70 special defense, it would probably be too OP. I'm surprised they gave it so much attack. I thought that they would keep the attack a little bit lower and give it more special defense, but they just gave it more attack instead. That kind of surprises me. $100 for S tier, $10 for A tier, and $1 for B tier. How much for D tier? Golden, 50 cents? 25 cents maybe? Arcanine does have a really good base stat total. Tangrowth has 535 and Arcanine has 555. Tangela kind of sunnish for me, so I gotta encourage even if you'll fare horribly. Chris has a nickel for a D tier. That's gonna be the goal. Let's get a nickel for our D tier finish. All right, so we will be doing nicknames even though we're only doing one run because it won't make a huge difference for this run today. Let's go ahead and minimize our stat page and pull up the emulator, make sure everything's running optimally. We're not dropping too many frames or nothing because that's always bad news. All right, test our timer. Everything's working. Fantastic stuff. All right, this is gonna be a one-run wonder. We want to get Tangela into at least the D tier. That's the goal. Avoid the F tier if possible. They gave Tangrowth more attack because it makes it more flexible. Gen 4 introduced physical grass moves like Power Whip, which it gets for Power Whip, I guess. Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense for it as a level up move. Tangela is pure crap, says Veg. In every single game, but Tangrowth is evolution in the games that have it is worth using. 100%. I agree. Yeah, Tangela is very much a letdown as a late game mon, because that's basically what it is. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's party. Let's get Tangela somewhat a decent time. We will see what we can do. It's going to be fairly brutal, I would imagine. The biggest downside as well for this early game is that we don't even get a level in the lab, because I don't think it's literally possible, unless outside of insane luck, to beat Blue in this lab battle, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, Tangela, yes, this is Spaghetti. I believe that's spelled right. We're gonna go with it. Let's go. Constrict. Look at that damage. What a beauty. Look at Tangela go. 10 base power with 55 attack. Let's go. Not happening. Oh. There's our Tangela sprite. Look at our little buddy. He's a weird little ball with little vine arms that come out. He's atrocious. Oh no, he's hideous. I don't even know if we want to fight much in this first route because it's going to take so long, but there might not be an option. We might need to knock out a couple of like level 2 encounters here. Oh, so I'm actually going to walk through the grass intentionally. See if we can get like a level 3. A level 2, there we go. Oh no. Oh, it's pain. Thank you for all the hearts in the chat, by the way. I really want that thumbs up from Ballin for D tier. We got to get it. Oh dear, this is going to be horrible, isn't it? The reasons why the Hungarian Pokemon scene hates Tangela is just one top 10 list, one guy's personal opinion in Gen 1 Mons. Really? Somebody's top 10 is why people don't like it? Because people thought it was overrated or something? This thing's not a top 10 Pokemon, unfortunately. Oh, look at the damage. Spelled it right, W. Yes, my spelling skills sometimes fail, but not today. Oh my gosh. Oh, good gracious. I'm going to need this potion. I'm actually going to need to get the potion from the guy. This is horrendous. Okay. I actually might wait until after Brock to get the flyer. Which means we might actually be Spearow today. Which is a little alarming. We have no money because we didn't even beat Blue. All right. Let's, I guess, go to the forest. It's not going to be great, but here we go. If the 45 base stat point boost was given to special defense instead of attack, it would have right on level bulk on the both physical and special side. That would be pretty good. Okay, I think we genuinely might be too weak to fight a trainer. Oh, we got super lucky there. I did not want to fight that Pidgey. Yes, we want to fight a Metapod. This works for us. Metapods are what we want to fight because they are decent experience yield. We need to get probably a couple of levels to beat the trainers reliably. At least the later trainers. This first Caterpie trainer we might be able to beat at level 5. Not hoping for a lot there, so I'm going to try to get to at least maybe 8 with some Metapods. Give me another Metapod. Yes! I've turned off my auto clicker on the hearts. Sorry. You're good. It's all good. A small pro tip: after Brock, don't heal at the center. Well, we might need to with Tangela. Do you see this damage we're doing? Well, we got struggle now. Struggle. Struggle. Okay, I'm not allowed to use items in battle either. So we can't even heal if we don't have enough HP for struggle. And that is alarming. Okay, our damage is getting a little bit better. That's kind of looking pretty okay, right? Right? Oh, talking about the character following me around. My follower sprite? The little meatball? Spaghetti and meatballs over here. Ooh, we're getting like to the point I might be able to defeat 2 without a potion, but I think it's too risky. I don't want to faint to a Caterpie. We're struggling. I'm going to have to heal, I think, for just enough HP to knock out 2 level 7 Caterpies. I don't think we have enough HP to tank that right now. And since I can't potion in the middle of battle, that will not end well. Tangrowth has worse speed than Tangela, but it has chlorophyll, so it's not even that much of a downside. Plus, the speed is like so bad anyway. If you're already kind of bad speed, might as well just be really, really bad speed, because like you're going to move second against most things anyway at a certain point. There's level 8. All right, so level 8, I think let's heal for Constrict again, because we don't have enough HP for 2 level 7 Caterpies, I don't think. I'm delusional. What do you mean? Delusional about what? Alright, I need to save. The struggle is real, 100% Brad. And that's not the end of struggle. Just use your string shot a little bit, Caterpie. There you go. The string shots are fine, because we don't care about the speed that much. Rather not take the damage. Yeah, so each of these Caterpies, we would take 12 HP doing using struggle. And that wouldn't leave us much wiggle room, because we would only have 7 more, and if we got tackled, it would have been really close. I think we need to keep training and use up our constricts. And then we can go heal again, so we can have enough constricts, I think, for the metapods for the next battle. That feels like the move here. Your attack damage is so bad. It's really bad. Oh, that's a 10 base power move for you, though. That is what happens. Struggle, Spaghetti, struggle. Yay, we got level 9. All right, let's go heal. And then we're gonna have to constrict the metapods, because I don't think we have enough health, even at level 9, to use struggle for much of that next fight at all. Tentacle and Gen 2 be like. Yep. Indeed. Tentacle got also nerfed so badly for Gen 2. We got another potion. Alright, we got to save before each of these battles, probably for the early game. Imagine doing 2 runs. Yeah, this will be brutal for 2 runs. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to see if we can blackout train on the Light Years trainer. I probably actually could go there now, because I'm going to be level 10. And I think at level 10 we might beat the Diglett. So let's actually skip the other trainer and come back for him later when we come back to get levels. Because I think this will get us 10, or at least if it doesn't, the last trainer in the forest will. I don't plan on fighting Blue. Probably not. His team will already be the Vaporeon team, because we cannot choose anymore because we lost to him in the lab. He's just going to have the Vaporeon team, meaning he won't have Cloyster, which actually would have been probably better for us because it has worse special. Actually, I should just take Struggle against the last Caterpie. I should just do that. Let's heal with a potion. I hate when I get nervous about the little tiny motions. Makes it go so much worse. Fine. I'll struggle these Caterpies. I'm gonna have to heal again before the next Caterpie then. Level 10! Hey, we can 2-shot a level 6 Caterpie at level 10. With Struggle specifically. We wouldn't be able to do that with anything else. Excuse me, I just healed for this trainer. Don't appear now. Imagine if you're a Pokemon and you die to spaghetti. It's just a pile of spaghetti. It's a me, spaghetti. All right, we're level 10. We don't have much room to spare there on the HP. Okay. I'm going to heal. And then we're going to intentionally black out here, so I will not count them as resets. We are going to fight this Light Years trainer over and over. I will save in case something goes wrong in the blackout training, but I'm thinking that we get knocked out here. It might not be the fastest, but frankly, no training is going to be that fast here. Did he Gen 1 miss me? Got level 11. So I think the Sandshrew beats us. Yes, he does. But this means we get the experience from the Diglett every time we face him until we finally win. So the goal here is to intentionally black out until we are unable to get the experience anymore. This will be better than Wild Pokemon by a little bit, but not by much. And it will speed us up slightly. We need to get to level 20, though. Pop-Tart was saying Tentacruel at least has workable stats and move pool in Gen 2, if I remember the sets correctly. It's workable, but it goes from having like over 100 special in Gen 1 to then I think 60 special attack and 100 and something special defense. So like that's a rough downgrade. All right, let's keep going, Tangela. Little brain. Don't you get Surf by the time you get it, though? Probably. Surf is decent, but 60 special attack is just really underwhelming to how it performed in Gen 1. Yeah, and Tentacruel does have really bad starting moves, too. Poison Sting, Supersonic, and Constrict. Yeah, I think it's one of the... Not a lot of Pokemon get Constrict as a starting move, which is good because this is a diabolical move. All right. What is that? 3 blackouts so far? Let's keep going. Beats the Sandshrew on accident. If we do, then we just gotta take it because we are not saving between these runs. Once I just beat the Sandshrew naturally, we cannot blackout train anymore. I don't allow myself to blackout train on the gym leaders or like actual people we're trying to beat intentionally because those count as resets. I can't just farm resets just to get experience. I don't want to do that. I prefer to use trainers like this where I can intentionally be like, I don't care if I beat them or not. It's not the goal. And it doesn't move us forward in the game if I do beat them because I feel like just throwing yourself at the gym leader repeatedly and just hoping that you win and getting like 10 resets but not counting them because you're training seems a little, I don't know. I don't like it as much. I would prefer just to prepare for the gym leader and let that battle not be training. If that makes sense. Fun fact, on your 34th birthday, you're 420 months away from turning 69. Is that true goals? Because that's hilarious. How do you struggle with Tentacruel? I totally believe it, Axew. Struggle is kind of the move. If your choice is Poison Sting, Constrict, or Struggle, Struggle is better. I thought Tentacruel had like 80 special attack, or are we talking about Tentacle? I thought Tentacruel has like 60. Doesn't it, Pop-Tart? I think it's pretty bad. It's a cheap tactic. Yeah, to just like attempt the gym leader over and over. The blackout training is at least, it's not fun. It doesn't get us anywhere, but it's better than fighting Caterpies for like ever, because at least we're getting like 150 experience per knockout on this Diglett. And the Caterpies are like 20 to 30 experience each. So it is a little bit better. Not by a lot, because they're still slow. But we're getting a little closer. Maybe by level 15, we'll actually get a knockout on the Light Years Trainer. And then we only need 5 more levels with only Constrict. At least in Gen 2, Struggle recoil is 1/4 of the damage. Yeah, in Gen 1, it's half damage. Which is why Struggle is like genuinely not very useful. It's normal type, so you can't hit ghosts, and you take half damage back. It's really hard to use it in a really effective way where other moves wouldn't just be better. Very few Pokemon get to utilize Struggle. We're going to utilize it for Brock here in a bit because we genuinely need the power, even if we deal half damage back to us. Poor Tentacruel is one of the ones done dirty, losing 40 in special attack after Gen 1. Yeah, it is. Viral. Very true. Shodan says it has 80 special. Does it really, Pop-Tart? Oh, I was underestimating it then. I thought it got nerfed a little harder than that. 8 blackouts? Whew. We're sitting at 8 blackouts. And we're not even really that close. We got a couple lucky crits in there too. We're a little closer. I don't think we're still in range to actually beat this Light Years Trainer anytime soon. So we're just keeping it going. Ditto at least has stab struggle. It's true, Axew. At least Ditto does get stab on it. Okay, this might be the one that we actually beat the Light Years Trainer. Maybe. Unless Sandshrew can get more crits than us. It's a battle of the HP. I think we're going to finally win. Yep, I think this is it. No more blackout training then. There we go. We're done. We got to go train in the forest. That is as much as we can get out of that. All right, time to go continue training. I guess now we could get a Pidgey. So we can finally get balling his Pidgey. What was that, 9 or 10 battles we got against? 9th time you did it. Yeah, thank you for keeping track, Colton. We got to find you a Pidgey. Tentacle has like 50 or so. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe I thought it went up by less when it evolved. That's probably what I was thinking. But still, very disappointing as a pretty big nerf. Because I feel like it's not as noticeable when Pokemon like Alakazam lose special defense. Like, yeah, you get taken out a little bit quicker, but you're kind of used to that with physical attacks with Alakazam. But when you lose a special attack on a special attacking Mon, it hurts. It really hurts. For Gen 2. Makes it feel like your damage is pitiful. Do. Now we just got to train up until we hit level 20. Which is pretty bonkers. This will be a while. I think we are significantly ahead of the last time I tried to play Tangela, because I did not utilize the Light Years Trainer as well on that run, but it did take me about an hour to beat Brock. Maybe a little bit more than an hour to beat Brock in that run. I think in Gen 2, I think Tentacruel runs mixed sets. I could see that. I could definitely see that, because there is still no physical special split. So it's still probably optimal if you can get, because it gets Sludge Bomb, right? In Gen 2? How many more potions do we have? Let's actually run Struggle for a little bit longer here. Because I have enough. Oh, hello! Good thing we are actually using Struggle, I think. We have enough to do this for a little bit longer. I do have another trainer I need to beat as well. Oh, I think this might KO. Yep. It's not our Pidgey this time. Oh, maybe this one will survive. Nope. We are level 15 after all. Okay, we can do this for a little bit longer. Then we only can use Constrict. Pretty much, because we will not have... Oh, hello. Let's go ahead and catch Ball in here. This is Balling. There we go. Okay. We got our Pidgey. Struggle. Nice. One shot. We're powerful now. We cannot be stopped. Do. All right, we can maybe take one more safely. Maybe two. No, that's probably all we can take safely. The next one might be too much. So we're gonna have to heal at this point. I might be able to buy more potions. Can I buy any more potions? Nope. I have no money. These trainers give very little money in the early game. Okay, so that is literally as much that we can do, as much as we can do with Struggle really at this point, because we just don't have any way to recover HP without also healing our PP. Oh man, this one is painful. It's really painful. We're only level 15. We definitely need level 20 for Brock. There's really just no argument there. Yeah, Swords Dance Sludge Bomb is a great combo for Gen 2. It becomes special eventually, but for Gen 2, very good. So 50 years later, 100 years later, so much later that the old narrator got tired and we have to hire a new one. If there was ever a claim that losing special defense crippled a mon, it would be Executor. That's true. Executor definitely feels much less bulky, because the just combined bulk, I might not have enough to beat this guy. I'll save. This could be a reset. I think we're fine at level 15. So I think we just one-shot here. We don't quite. Okay, at least with String Shot. Yeah, I think we're fine. Woo, not by much though. Gotta go back. Run! We must run, we must go back. Oh my gosh, get away from me. No, get away! I cannot fight you. I'm very low health. Now we're getting 1 million encounters. Okay. Fun fact, in red and blue, the encounter rate is actually much lower in the forest, as well as there's tiles that don't spawn encounters. So we actually have a lot fewer encounters in the forest compared to yellow version, which is much more common. I think it's the same encounter rate as like walking around in just the grass in cities and other routes as well. They keep it consistent for yellow. Pop-Tart has the tentacle sets for us. Leftovers with Swords Dance, Substitute, Sludge Bomb, Hydro Pump. I mean, yeah, that's really solid for a Gen 2 set. Surf, for some reason, is it cuts Surf. Oh, instead of Hydro Pump, I guess maybe some people might be trying to not run HMs for some reason. I don't think it's worth going all the way down to fight the other trainer. Because there's that last at the very beginning of the forest that has some Nidorans that you can fight. They're not great experience because they're only level 6. And I think walking through so many encounters might be a bad idea to get to her, because these Metapods are not bad experience either. And we can't use Struggle anymore, so if we run out of Constricts... Okay. Okay, wait. I think we can beat it. Okay, nice. That was a really good pull. Those Pidgeotos are great experience. You got 2 of them in this run? That's only a 1% encounter. That feels pretty solid. We might be able to have like a 30-minute Brock split. That would actually be huge. We could cut off like 30 minutes off the run. We might be like higher in D tier than I expected. That doesn't get us out of D tier, I don't think. That Lightyear trainer helped us quite a bit, though. Yeah, I think I'll just stay here. Because the problem is, if I go all the way down to the last, at the beginning of the forest, I have to constrict all the way through, like, these encounters, or just skip them. And then, after I fight her, I'm probably going to be pretty low health, because she has 2 Nidorans that can, like, Leer and Growl, which can slow down the fight. And then I just have to, like, dodge every encounter on the way back. And walk all the way back. That doesn't feel like it's worth. My best ever Brock time was 23:30, or so I remember. Really? So this time? Ridgeworcy, what time did you battle... I mean, what level did you battle Brock at? Because I've had no success less than 20. But maybe you had better luck at a lower level? Because I'm only level 16. I don't think I could take Brock yet. I'm gonna pray for a low C tier MT. I'll be impressed. Sludge Bomb is physical until the physical special split in Gen 4. 17 or 18. Okay. Well, you can try 18. I'm willing to try 18. My notes are until 20. It's really not reliable. But if that breakpoint is 17 or 18, I'm willing to try 18. Since this is the only run, I don't want to gamble too much because it's going to lose a ton of time if we are like totally off. But I'm willing to try 18 because it's going to save some training time. It'll really speed us up. 3 Damage Stumble is very nice because you only take 1 in recoil. That is really good. Ooh, level 8 Pidgey. Not bad for experience either here. Not sand attacks. Okay, I might need to just run. That was too many sand attacks. The gen is very much reliant on damage breakpoints or you get hard walled. Yeah. I can totally see that. Oh my gosh. Only 1 sand attack and we cannot hit anything. Oh my gosh, that was only 1 sand attack. How many misses was that from 1 sand attack? That's terrible. Oh my gosh, immediately start missing again. Okay. I think I should have plenty to... Oh yeah, with the crit, easily have enough for Metapod, but I don't think... Let's see, hang on. Yeah, we're not quite there. We gotta heal one more time. We're still ways away out from 18. There's a trick where you leave 1 bug catcher. Oh! The Metapod bug catcher, right? Do you just struggle it? I wasn't sure how to do that with Tangela. with just Constrict. You can knock Blackout to it after knocking out first Pokemon. That's clever. So you have to use Constrict on other things and then Blackout to him. I could see that being really useful. The Metapods in the wild aren't terrible as long as you utilize Light Year's Trainer. But yours method does seem a little bit faster. Okay, we're very close to 18. We can go in just a moment to Brock. This would be a huge improvement on my last run then. The Blackout training with Light Year's Trainer was way more efficient. And we got some really good luck with some Pidgeotos in the forest, which was fantastic. We are so close. For a one run wonder, I think this is not too bad at all. Okay, come on. Please tell me I'm close on the experience. We can beat a couple more. Oh, I don't think we're going to be quite there. Oh, we're not there. I got to heal one more time. We still need like 200 experience. I can't get that with just struggle. Okay, because I'm going to have to use the last potion I have to get rid of all my Constrict PP and then heal from any damage I take before Brock. I cannot just bank on not taking any damage because it could happen. We don't want to have to do that twice. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Yeah, I guess it does indeed. Gives you one more trainer Pokemon experience every Constrict depletion. Oh, I see what you do. I totally understand then. So, yeah, you just train in the forest and then at the very end knock out one trainer that, like, one of his Pokemon at the end of each, like, training session. And you don't have to walk back, too. That's pretty smart. I really like that. That's really solid strategy. Which one do you leave? Do you leave the new one added to yellow version? The second to last trainer as you're going through, like, linearly? Or do you use the guy with 3 Pokemon? The second trainer. Okay, I'm actually pretty close here. So I can just use one Constrict, and then we can run. I can go to Brock. We can use the potion. And it is time to duel. Save. All right, here we go. We saved it. This is going to be a reset if we lose. We need some luck against Brock. Spaghetti in the house. Yes, dude, we got spaghetti. Oh, look at that 1 HP on Geodude. Oh, early bite is going to be really rough. Okay. All right, Onyx, please do nothing. Ugh. Oh, man. Oh, crit. Oh, no. That was so close. That was so close. We got it for sure. One of these could totally work. Once again, horseshoes and hand grenades, but man, that was so close. All right, Onyx, better health this time. No early bide, please. All right, that's already looking better so far for us. Bind is a little obnoxious, but okay. Okay, looking good. Bide. As long as it's only a 2-turn, we're fine here. Yep, okay. Yes! There it is, a level 18. Okay, that's actually the lowest level I've been able to do that. I went 20 before. That was actually being overly cautious. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and heal because we have no potions whatsoever. I will teach Bide. Because why not? Save. All right. That is huge. All right. Constrict is still not going to be great. I don't know how many potions we could buy. Because, I mean, there is the possibility that we just try to get to struggle again, too. I don't think it makes a lot of sense because we just don't have a lot of healing. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully we can beat this guy. Bide, I think. Oop. There's the quick attack with the crit. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that because our defense is actually quite low. Oh, but our attack stat is buffed like a lot now. Ooh, not wrap. Please, no, sir. Stop the wrapping. Woo! Okay. A little spicy, but we good. Okay. Little spicy, but we're good. I'm going to try to buy some potions, actually. I don't love that we're going to spend money. But I think we need... we can get 5, actually. That's actually more than I thought I would be able to get. That is decent. Okay, so we should probably fight this last. This is huge for Tangela. We might be able to sneak in around an hour and 40, hour and a half, maybe, if we're really lucky. There we go. Oh, that wasn't quite enough. I thought that would be enough. There we go. Reset the position. Ah, missed the select button on my controller. Silly me. Silly me. Okay. We're getting our attack stat buffed because of all the string shots. Love that. I think Constrict, at a certain level, is Constrict weak enough to do literally no damage against Brock? Didn't mean to go down that far, but you know, whatever. The extra encounter isn't a huge issue for Tangela. Okay. Banger track this one? The Celadon? Okay, not much we can do here. I don't think we want to fight anything except maybe the Super Nerd. I might be able to fight the Hiker with Bide. I'm not really sure. Oh, by the way, MT, do you know how I was racing go-karts? Right, I have a lot of information, some good, some bad. Want to hear about it? Absolutely, Balling. I would love to hear about the racing. How's it going? Annie was saying the damage calculation accounts for regular damage to avoid rounding to 0, but not 4 times resisted damage. Oh, okay. So just one time, like the not very effective damage is not enough to necessarily push it over that rounding error. I didn't know if the resisted damage at 10 base power was low enough to possibly get rolled into. We can't get Mega Punch. We don't really want the Ether either, I don't think, quite frankly. Because Bide is actually going to be not bad at all for these upcoming fights. Although the antidotes might be necessary. Hi, Paris. So you can do 0 damage against a grass electric type with Thunder Shock, or against Geodude with Poison Sting. Yeah, I've seen it against Brock with Poison Sting. Okay, I'm gonna save here real quick, and I will go over following your chat here as we get started. So you're 19 in points, 1 point away from the 16th place. 19 out of 45th isn't bad. Absolutely not. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Unleashed energy. Constrict. Does Bide was disabled? That's fine. If I can get through here without too much damage. Okay, I do think that Bide is going to make sense here because he's going to do a decent amount with Smog. Constrict. Okay. Woo! We are through, and I'm the level I thought I would need to be for Brock, which is huge. We might get to Misty by like 40 minutes. Only healed after Brock. I think it's better to sell Bide for potions and struggle. Really? Because Bide's actually been pretty useful for some of these poison types. For the Weezings. I don't know. I did heal. But I didn't know what the strat should be there. Oh my gosh. I thought that would have it. That's really unfortunate. I don't think we can knock out here. That's a bummer. Okay. At least I saved after that. Because Bide isn't terrible either. It's actually not great against this Ekans. There we go. Oh, the poison damage. That's really bad. I might need struggle here, huh? How does poison interact with Bide in Gen 1 again? Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, gotta see the faint screen. There it is. Okay. I need to go use up and get to struggle, huh? Easy enough. Just constrict a few times. Bide. We might even get the experience from the Geodude with Bide. Apparently poison interacts badly with Bide. Does it reduce the damage from Bide? I think that could be something like that. Oh, we have 3 more Bides still. Bide, Leech Life, Supersonic. Okay. Run. 2 potions should be enough. That I thought I had 1 more. That's fine. We're just gonna go. Chris, that's not exactly how that works. Okay. Do I not have enough? I don't have enough. Oh no. Oh no. I hate that. Am I just slightly too low HP? I think I'm indeed too low HP. No. Okay. That's really bad, unfortunately. We need to get better luck, I guess. We need to have him miss a wrap or something. I hate that a lot. Yeah, we just don't have enough HP here, huh? Wow, okay. I'm gonna take that blackout. No, I shouldn't. What I should do is train, right? This is rough. This is rough. Because I could go and heal and get my moves back. Or I could try to get to the next level, but I just don't have enough. Because I don't have any potions. Oh, buddy. I should have grabbed the escape rope. These are notes for when we do Tangela again, because all of these one-run ones we eventually do want to replace again, because I do learn some stuff. This is pretty brutal, that we don't even have enough to struggle. Maybe if I had 10 more constricts, maybe? But even then, it was pretty bad. Ready for the bad news? Yeah, what's the bad news? Because the placement seemed like all good news. Oops, I don't actually want to go down here. I don't want the ether. I actually can't go this way. I gotta go this way. I didn't fight her. What I can do is I can grab this, and then we can just use that. to then teleport over here and do this. Okay. If you crit Ekans, it works maybe. I did crit Ekans and it doesn't KO. That's what I was worried about. Okay, now we should be able to do it. That was unfortunate. Oh, I forgot I didn't fight this guy. Kind of not the end of the world, though, I don't think. Because there's not a ton he does, and we have constricts now. Oh, no, we're taking a lot of damage. Oh, he's looking supersonic. Oh my gosh. One extra trainer. Ruining my life. We're level 21. Oh my gosh. We got to walk back out of here. Because I don't have enough heals. Pain. Tangela is pain. Oh my gosh. This is like really sloppy, but you know it's Tangela. The first runs are definitely going to be sloppy with Tangela. Yeah, struggle definitely would be better, but you would need a significant amount of potions if you're going to struggle all the way through to this point, right? Curious. I don't know. I wonder how long you could struggle. How long you'd have enough potions for, because I feel like you might not have enough potions to struggle more than maybe Route 3? Unless you just did... You could just do, I guess, the... only the required battles for Mount Moon. Don't want to accidentally run into him. Last race, you were in a really bad crash. My go-kart got pushed on top of someone. They had to go to the hospital. They took him away by stretcher to an ambulance. Oh my gosh, are you okay though, Colton? Because that's crazy. I'm sorry you got in an accident. I'm sorry for that person too, that they ended up in the hospital. Are you okay? I'm worried about everybody in that situation. Okay, now I can fight Team Rocket level 21 with Constrict. Ah! I looked away for a second right when I encountered right on the square that starts the Team Rocket battle. That's all good, Annie. Poison in this battle is painful. Oh my gosh. Yep. Nope. That's a loss because poison. Poison and wrap is a really strong combo. Colton says he cut me off at the corner and I hit him and I got hit from behind and my car got on top of him. Oh my gosh. That is very scary. Poisoned again first turn is just brutal. I can't win if I'm poisoned. If I get poisoned, I just have to reset, I think. It just doesn't add up with Constrict. Oh my gosh, poison types. I'm kind of missing having the poison type. Lear is actually kind of fine for us. Oh my gosh, we got poisoned again. We got badge boosted. If he doesn't wrap us, we might have a shot here. Because we got badge boosted. Nope. The growl is just not going to happen. Do I need specifically to use struggle? Even at 21 with full PP, I just cannot get through this. Poison on the first poison sting is insane because I think it's only a 10% chance. And we keep getting poisoned. Colton says my helmet got broken a bit, but I have a rare medical condition where I can't feel pain because ever since I was born, my nerves are dead. That's crazy. So I'm guessing that means that you feel like you're fine. So I guess that's a good thing? That is kind of crazy though, Colton. I didn't know this. That could be really dangerous, can't it? Gonna have to bide against the... Nope, I can't bide against the coughing. Oh my gosh, no, okay. Whew. So if I get hit by growl, I think I just bide. I don't know what happened to him, but all I had was some version of my life in my... That's gotta be... that's gotta be autocorrect, I don't know. In my stomach and a bump on my head. Well, I'm glad that you're okay. If I get one more growl, I think I bide. Okay. I think I bide. Unleashed energy. Yeah, okay. That got us past. Oh my gosh. That is a terrible fight. I didn't think it'd be easy, but oh my gosh. That is awful. I hate that. Really can't be empty. You don't know if you're actually hurt. Just because you can't feel it doesn't mean your arms are broken. Yeah. That's what I would worry about, is that you wouldn't be able to feel that something is wrong somewhere else because of that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I could probably fight Misty here, actually. Kind of curious. We just fight Misty with Bide. I think this would be the move. Doo-doo-doo. Empty, not empty. Oh, gotcha. Is that the text-to-speech? There we go. Okay, so we can beat her. That peck I knew would be a little bit of a problem. I was actually kind of more worried for her than Misty. I'm curious if this works. We might need bind, though, which would be 3 more levels. I want to try this, just so we have the data if we want to run this again next time. Because that does nothing, so we need to bide. Then we can constrict there. Get a level up. And then bide. Well, that's actually pretty good. Okay, she just hardened the whole time there. There's the tackle. Okay, she cannot tackle while I'm not using bide. There's the tackle. Oh, maybe I can chip her down since she's not attacking. She's just using harden. Okay, come on. There we go. We can beat Misty at 21. It's not pretty. I think it would be better with bind, but not horrible. It's all good, Colton. Don't you worry. I totally understand. Autocorrect is... the text-to-speech autocorrect is probably a pain. It's ironic, actually, in this context, isn't it? Okay, constrict. Let's just bide, because you're going to peck. Yeah, okay. Fury attack. That's not quite enough to knock... Oh my gosh. Yeah, that Spearow is actually a nightmare. Yeah, we can't win this anymore at all, I don't think. Yeah, we can't win that at all. Okay. That's a problem. We don't have much of a workaround unless I want to go train in the... Ah, man. Yeah, I knew this Spearow could be a problem, but my goodness. The problem, too, is I think it only takes the first hit of Fury Attack as well. So it really doesn't do anything. Yeah, no. Okay, ooh. So we need to get a peck? We need to get peck from bide? Is that the... Use the candies for bind. Ooh, bind is so much better. Okay. You're right, you're right. I won't count that one. Thank you, Red Riorsi. That is a good point. I need rare candies for bind. Here we go. We need that. Okay. Thank you, Red Riorsi, for the tip. That makes a lot more sense. Misty... So Misty is kind of necessary then. At that point, because like you can't get much good training before Misty. Yeah, bind really works some magic. I guess you could try and get this before Misty by fighting the swimmer. We can finally do something. It's like a constrict every turn basically, but the opponent can't do anything. We're finally moving. Bind is still pretty bad, but man. Okay, that's definitely a huge improvement. Thank you. That's amazing. Because we're right after the bridge. Absorb will finally be like somewhat decent. And that's sad because it's 20 base power. Ooh. Still gonna be my best Tangela run by far. Oh my gosh. The Team Rocket. What's the solution for Team Rocket, Red Riorsi? Do I have to use Struggle into that fight? Because it felt like Struggle was just not enough HP at level 20 for that battle. So it didn't feel like that was the strategy there. But maybe I'm just overthinking it. And we just got to try for luck. I don't know. That Team Rocket battle was brutal. And I couldn't figure out a really super efficient solution for it. And I didn't like that. Okay, the crit there is nice. Bind. A crit with bind does mean that every hit of bind it does the crit damage, which is awesome. Save here. I think I can beat one more and then go heal. So a few options to indicate what's best for Team Rocket. I think I used the candy before them. That would make some sense to get the extra level there. Yeah, I was just like having a rough time against them. I could use Bide here. I think maybe I will actually. She's just using Growl. There's the double kick. There we go. It would have been faster to go back and heal to get the extra uses of Bind. Oh well. Yeah, the last time I played Tangela was literally probably about 2 years ago. And it was a single run back then too. So it's only my second time ever running Tangela, and this is already a huge improvement. I don't think I was even past Brock at this point on my first run. I was still trying to sort out what to do there. Okay. This is the end of the bridge. We're almost to level 27, which I think is where we get Absorb. That's going to be really good for the hiker. I don't think I have enough to... Charmander has to be Tree. Thank you, Tree, by the way. For always being awesome in the chat. I think I just tried this with Bind. Bind and Bide should get me past this guy. Once we can get to Vermilion and get Body Slam, I'm going to be feeling a lot better about life. Yeah, let's just try to chip this guy down. Ah! Oh my gosh. I am missing so many binds. Yeah, that is like nothing now. Alright, we gotta Bide. Bide is the way it goes now. Tree being a Charmander is funny in an ironic way. 100%. Unleashed Energy. There we go. Level 26. Gonna have to go back and heal again. Okay. Whew. Bide is really helpful for those situations. That's why I didn't want to sell it. I didn't want to sell Bide because I knew that whenever we ran out of PP or got in a sticky situation, that Bide is a pretty good solution in Gen 1. Bind is obviously better than Bide, as confusing as it is to just saying it. Let's see. I definitely don't want Seismic Toss, I don't think, because I don't think we get it. No, I don't get it. Oh my gosh, come on. We're gonna get Absorb. Oh, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Okay. This trainer shouldn't be too bad, because the Oddishes luckily won't do much of anything against us. It's just we cannot... Whoa, we cannot be hit by a sand attack. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate it. Oh, that does nothing. Oh, please let me hit a bind. Oh, this is bad. I should have saved. There we go. Okay, crit as well. Oh my gosh, I was so lucky. Oh my gosh, we almost had a horrible time there. That was already painful, but oh my gosh. Whew. Tangela is insane. And you're wild. I don't know, Chris, but you're a Pikachu now. Yeah, saved. That was clutch. I did not expect that bad of a performance, but you just gotta never underestimate Sand Attack, I think. Okay. I'll save before this guy too. Just in case. He's always a little bit dicey. Oh, we immediately misbind. Oh, the 75% accuracy. It's painful. I hate it. We're still not level 27, huh? This probably gets it for us right here, though. No, still not? All right. I'm going to heal because I don't trust Sandy coming up next. The junior trainer with all Pidgeys with Sand Attack. I don't like her very much. I'm going to heal to give myself the best shot. Especially when using Bind. It is brutal. Okay, at least everything is done in... Oh, I didn't cancel that box. Come on. That box takes forever if you miss that little window to cancel it. Just beat Misty? Wait, are you also running Tangela Red Yours or something? What do you mean you just beat Misty? That's crazy if that's what you're gonna... I've never had somebody do that before, if that's the case. And I absolutely love the idea. All right, we already have a -2 Sand Attack there, but it still worked. And we have a full restore. Don't think we need it because I think this guy should be fine. Because Bind should make Spearow fairly straightforward. And we can just absorb the Eradicate probably. Frankly, Absorb is probably our best move by a long shot at this point. Okay. I will grab a couple of super potions because Tangela has not been consistent at this point. We need to also buy repels. There we go. Okay. The lack of consistency is alarming. I don't plan on using Rest. I just don't think there's going to be room on the move set. I could use it instead of... No, I do think that I'll need... Will I need... Whatchamacallit? Mimic for champion? I'll grab it just in case I'm scared. Better safe than sorry for a first run. Oh no, you could have a way. Yeah, I beat Misty early. Because Bide. Bide makes Misty a lot earlier, which gives you some extra levels for Rival 2. Because all she'll do is tackle. And the Bide doesn't seem terrible. Oh, I need to teach Body Slam. Thank you for saying that in the chat, by the way. I need to teach Body Slam. In place of Constrict. Get out of here, Constrict. You suck. Okay. Let's go get our other rare candy from this other guy. Because this other guy is not... This gentleman here. It's not too much of an issue. I'll save just in case. Body Slam, Sword Stance, Sleep Powder, the Forbidden Grass combo. Yeah, it's so good. Body Slam is probably our best move now. Actually, even over Absorb. Even though our special is higher than our attack, the base power is just so tremendously different. My overlay doesn't take into account stab or anything. It just is the base power. Hey, Veggie. Thank you for joining in the stream. You're amazing. Body Slam and Absorb. I do think that we're going to have no real issues now for this battle. Awesome. I think Surge should also be a piece of cake. Oh. Talk to the bookshelf instead. Oops. Okay, I think that that's all we'll need out of the SSN. Because from here, it's gonna start going faster and faster. Because we're gonna start getting access to things like Body Slam that really help us out. Veggie also reminded everyone to like and subscribe. Please do. That really helps the performance of the stream and makes me happy. Tree needs dig as well as cut. And we can cut with tree, which is really appropriate there. Okay, save for surge just in case something wacky happens. And then we just body slam, I guess. We don't outspeed unless we get the para from body slam. Oh, we do now. I think we just body slam though. Yes, Vine Whip in the place of Bind, probably. Because Bind might still have some niche use. That 75% accuracy is pretty brutal. I don't tend to use the trapping moves like Fire Spin and, Bide, Clamp in my runs very often. I find the accuracy really difficult to deal with for me. The missing is very, very stressful at times. All right, let's get out of here. Let's dig. And heal. Agatha Jr. is the only hard trainer left. Yes, I could see that. Bide, I think, could be useful there. But might not be the... Oh, I should switch the bicycle first. Do I need to use anything else? I think we just continue. This trainer is not going to be perfect. But I think we just kind of roll with the movesets we got and stuff. I don't think there's much we can do. We don't really want rest already. We will see how this goes. I don't think we one-shot. Okay, we avoided the poison powder. That's kind of good and bad. Okay, absorb. Great, that works. I was gonna say Tauros since it'll be like beef and Bellsprout for salad. I like that. I like those answers, Veggie. To the question, if you could eat any Pokemon in the Pokemon world, what would it be? I like Veggie's answers. Tauros for steak and a Bellsprout salad. Oh, we're confused. We're confused. Oh, we're getting actually some decent damage on us here. I'm probably actually going to stop by the Pokemon Center real quick. I didn't like the damage. Would Mr. Mime, the Hitmon's, Jinx, and other humanoid mons be cannibalism? It's a good question. It kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Gonna save here in case something goes wrong in the cave. Where's my repels? There's the repels. There we go. We are cruising now. Hour and 3. We're cruising. Yeah, kinda. Kinda not really, huh? Our special is better, so Vine Whip's actually decent here, even though it's only 35 base power plus stab plus super effectiveness. That's still only like 100 base power, but our special is so much better. Ooh, that one survived. That was kind of a funky routing, but that's fine. Yeah, we no way against PP tier. We're already past PP tier. For reference, Hypno beat the game at 46 minutes, which was already 20 minutes ago, basically. Hypno was done with the game. Tangela is struggling. I think that this is actually extremely easy, though, because Vine Whip, and then one more Vine Whip when we think we just win against self-destructing hiker. No issue. Easy peasy. We'll use the last repel because we're about to run out. There we go. Do 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 do. I think we have enough body slams to just body slam the extra time there. Okay, and we are out. We are to the mid game. Finally, in an hour and 5 minutes, basically. Oh my gosh, pain. Yeah, if we had a second run today, would it make PP tier? No. Although with Red Rorsi's tips, I think I could shave another 10-15 minutes off this, which is not bad. I don't think we want to fight the Muck guy. That was the worst routing in the world. I hate that. Okay. Hey, Chris. I love seeing the Pikachu badge. There's the elixir. And there's the nugget. We're not going to do much of the hideout. I think we literally are just going to... Actually, I don't think we're ready to fight Erica yet, but I do think that we'll grab all of the PP ups for Mega Drain. Oh, bonk right into that guy. I was thinking about late game and I wasn't paying attention to my routing. I think Vine Whip might be still better, but not here though. I do think that we're gonna need Swords Dance for Erica to make that battle really work before we get Mega Drain. The Mega Drain is going to be our main grass move, which is why I wanted to go in here. We'll have Body Slam for our physical move, so we don't really need the double edge TM. We can just go ahead and go to the mark then. Oh, missed the door. Okay, Sal. We don't need TM11, Bubble Beam. We don't need Thunderbolt. We don't need the Nuggets. Okay, we're gonna just rock with everything else. We need Super Repels. We need 10 of them. Don't think we need Power Plant TM. We are gonna plan on using Mimic, so I'll get 2 of these. Not TM, Rare Candy. Why did I say TM instead of Rare Candy sometimes? Okay, bye. We want probably Carbos, actually more than anything. Yeah. Carbos more than anything. Because I think our little bit of extra speed could help us out. Fresh water, we don't need any of the TMs. Let's get the Fwick out of here. All right, let's get Fly. At this point, Tangela starts going a lot faster. It's really the early game that's brutal. I could maybe go and get Swords Dance early. Let's heal a little bit, make sure I'm full health for the tower, because Agatha Jr. could be rough. Save. If he does a freestyle rap, ain't gonna happen. Ain't no way. Oh, it's gonna prioritize Body Slam, isn't it? I can trick it with Absorb. You fool. You don't know how AI works, and I do. Haha, I'm full health. Poison Powder, no, we don't even want Poison Powder. I don't think Bide might come in use somewhat. Ooh, okay. For Agatha Jr., more so than Poison Powder. I should use Absorb there. Let's use Absorb against Eevee. Try to get to full health if I can. Very close. I think that might be enough for Agatha Jr. Dome Fossil? No, thank you. We need our Super Repels. Probably should have gotten an extra one. I will not use the one for the bike path if this goes poorly. Let's go. Switch 25 white guys can rap. It is not in my skill set. Ooh, the para. Okay. Oh, the crit is nice. Oh, the para. Come on. Hey, we crit. We made it. Thank goodness we made it. I don't think we need the HP up. We'll be fine. I'll grab the extra elixir, though, in case we need it. I'll save before these two in case something goes wrong, but you should play with the tuba. I'd have to find a tuba. They're not easy to find. I do indeed play tuba, baritone, a little trombone, a little trumpet. I've not, however, touched trombone or trumpet for quite a while, so that I would be real rusty. Do I have that paralyzed heal? Yeah, I do. We'll get an empty freestyle. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whew. That is close. Okay. I did pick up the max potion though, so that's actually good that I did that. Where's my Pokédoll? I don't know if Red Riorsi, you're still watching, but I got a glitch one time where I was turboing B in the Ghost Marowak in Pokemon Tower, and I actually triggered the battle again. And I don't know if it was the turboing B. I don't know what it was that triggered it. I've never seen that happen before or since. But it was a weird glitch that I thought you might appreciate. I don't know if anybody else has ever seen that happen before, but re-triggering, so there's a second encounter of the Pokemon Ghost, and I had to use both Pokédolls, oops, for the second encounter. It's kind of wild. I should open up Saffron. because that messes up my routing on the fly. Do I need to watch you play the tuba? That would be quite the stream. It would be a very loud stream. Okay, we're healed. Let's go on the bicycle. I think I want to wait for Erica until after we get Swords Dance, quite frankly. Super Repel here as well, and Poke Flute. Wait, Wrap is not available for Tangela despite all the other constricting moves he has? Yeah, no Wrap. Who I don't like what we're working with here because they are super effective against us. These are typically good trainers to fight. I might just literally have to fight one. That's pretty rough. I don't think we have another. Yep. I have to use a full restore here. That's really rough. I might just instead fight a couple of these cue balls. Because I don't think that the poison types are happening. But I want to be at least another level. There's the rare candy. I'll actually fight him too. Yeah, I'm dying to watch you play tuba. Yeah, that would be quite a weird stream. I don't think I've ever seen somebody play a tuba on a stream before. But maybe that would be a silly thing to happen. Finding one, though, is not the easiest thing in the world. Where's that PP up? There it is. Okay, we're just going to skedaddle. 35 mostly blocks the encounters in the Safari Zone here. Ah! So we're just going to take that. We don't really need to worry too much about late game because with Swords Dance, we don't need nearly as much help to get through the late game. So that will be A-okay. That we're a little shorter on levels. We're probably not going to train much in Sylph either. We're just going to bank on Swords Dance, probably. Jungler's Dragon Rage? Wait, what? Not from what I've seen. There is the TM for it in Gen 1. I don't think it gets it, though. My doctor said I can live only if you play the tuba. That's crazy. That is distracting me. That was so out of pocket. Okay. Saffron City. Let's go get Swords Dance. Can you just do a live stream of just playing the tuba? I'd have to, like... I might be able to ask my orchestra teacher from high school. No way. Oh, man. It's been years since I played tuba. That would be such a strange stream. I would have no idea how that would go. Yeah, I don't know, Fruitful, where you're seeing that it learns Dragon Rage. Because that is kind of bonkers if it learns it anywhere. If your PP up lasts more than 4 hours, see your local Poke Center. Good one. I do want the... Oh, no, not here. Wrong floor. Wrong floor. I do want the calcium. I don't think we want to fight that trainer, though, with the muck. We could fight this guy. He has Q-Bones. He's an easy win. Easy win. And then I think this guy is an easy win, because I think he's fighting type. Fighting types. Absorb. Absorb. Ooh, low kick with the crit. Knock it off. Trying to steal some health back. Okay. Fifth floor. There's the elixir there. Let's fight this guy. I could probably fight this other engineer over here. He's not super strong. I think he might have a wheezing though still. Stun Spore, sure, in the place of Bide. That one's probably worth over Bide. Okay, there's the card key. And we can get our Swords Dance now. So this, oh, gotta use those vitamins. Here's my protein. Carbos. Speed boosts. Okay. There's our Swords Dance. In the place of Stun Spore or Absorb. Probably in the place of Absorb, quite frankly. Okay, that's probably what we're going to need for Rival. I think, quite honestly, I just used, do I have I have one full restore, eh? Okay, so I can use this right here. This Hyper Potion right here. I think we have all we need. Let's go. And TV chat, play tuba. No. Everyone's demanding the tuba playing. That's crazy. I could Stun Spore for a little bit easier setup. We'll just set up all the way. Fully parried, love it. Body slam twice. Body slam everything now. Body slam, we got 292 attack. Oh, we crit. Oh no. Oh, that's pain. I was gone for a bit juggling streams. No worries, Coles. Everyone just wants me to play the tuba now. If you want the context. Stun Spore, sure, I guess. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Vine Whip, maybe, is better here. Not by much. Not by much. Body Slam. There's the Ember. Not a crit on Body Slam this time. Nice. Recover. Hilarious. Body Slam the Vaporeon. Roar Beam. The attack drop, but we're fine. Yeah, the ice moves are gonna be a problem. I don't love that, quite frankly. Oh, we had super potions. What was I doing? Okay. She's a tuba master. Yeah, right. I was half decent at tuba, and that was about all I could claim. That was my only claim to fame there. There's a crit. Oh, I was poisoned. I don't have a heal for the poison. I hate that. I literally saved that full restore just for that. Oh, I have another one. Okay. Oh, actually, I didn't because I used the super potion. That's actually incredible. Oh, I should have used an elixir. Uh-oh, Pescadios. Oh, I immediately got poisoned. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. I don't know if this works with the poison. Luckily I saved. Okay, right. Never mind, I'm out of moves entirely. I was supposed to use this. Okay, now we're good. You notice what is pain you're not playing the tuba. Oh my gosh. The demand for playing the tuba is hilarious. I don't think that would be a very entertaining stream. He was, I mean, we didn't really have first chairs. We had section leader, but it was called, but yeah, I was technically, actually. Sleep powder in the place of stun spore, finally. Okay, body slam. And body slam. Oh my gosh, it survived. Okay. Now we're gonna be cruising. We are planning to get through the rest of this game now lickety-split, because I can now fight Erica, get Mega Drain in place of Vine Whip, and then we just have the entire setup ready to go. Because the only thing we're missing then for late game is Mimic, and I have Rest just in case. I don't really want to fight anybody here, so let's just do this. Sleep powder, swords dance, swords dance, swords dance. Why not? Body slam, and one more body slam for the Ivysaur, and an easy win against Erica. Veggie just called you out for downplaying your tuba mastery. She did indeed. I am no tuba master. I do not claim to be. I was pretty good for high school. That's not quite the same thing. Yeah, okay. Thought I was doing the wrong thing for a sec. We can fly back to the Poke Center. Let's heal. And then we can go to Koga. That's probably what's up next here. Do I outspeed? I outspeed his Venonat. That's all we really need. Okay, we're fine. Let's go. Save before these trainers, because they could be a little spooky. Sleep Powder is busted. Vine Whip was disabled. I don't even care. I didn't even teach Mega Drain yet, because it's not gonna be super useful for this gym. But I should, because we can clear up our inventory that way. In the place of Vine Whip. And then also our PP ups. Mega Drain, and Mega Drain. Okay. Yeah, we should be good here. And then I will probably need to heal before. No, I think we'll be fine. We probably are fine. Let's just go into the battle. With the setup. Not the same as Sleep Spore. Not quite the same apparently as Spore. Whatever the technology is of Spore, it can never be surpassed by a simple Sleep Powder. With all that setup though, we should have, 333 attack. Should be enough to just cruise through this till here. Toxic is a little brutal. That's a real toxic. Okay, there we go. Koga done. Piece of cake. We're going to take a little bit of poison damage until we get to the Poke Center. And then we can go move that boulder for another rare candy. I am feeling a whole lot better about this run now. The early game is terrible for Tangela, but it's actually not bad in the late game. Which is funny because I guess it's technically a late game encounter most of the time. There we go. Rare candy. Boom. Done. Let's go. Okay. We could fight either Sabrina or Blaine at this point. I think that we should just go ahead and make our way down here. Although I think that there could be an argument that we fight Sabrina first just for levels. Or we just rare candy, which I might actually just end up rare candying. Because we're not fast enough with what we have so far to make it through the Blaine battle at this level in this speed. We need more speed. Give me more speed, spaghetti. We are trying to hustle Tangela through the end of this game to at least have a decent chance. We're only 6 minutes away from the D tier, but we cannot be F tier. Good sir. Not for Tangela. Tangela's been doing its darndest. Spores Trash Tuba is king. That's crazy. You're crazy for that one. I don't outspeed the Abra either, so it just makes sense to fight Blaine first, because I'm going to get about the same speed requirements for the two of them. I think Abra is 109. I think Ninetales might be like 118. So I guess they're not quite the same, but I will need to use red candies either way. Blaine, however, is not good AI, so he could just not do something first turn. Let's just give it a shot. Because if I can land a Sleep Powder... Confuse rate is a little rough. Confuse no more? Okay, that's awesome. One more setup. Okay. I missed. There we go. There we go. This Ninetales really flubbed it. We just attack now. I might try a Sleep Powder on Arcanine just to prevent Reflect and or Fire Blast shenanigans. There we go. Level 42 Blaine with Tangela. That's insane. Tuba, when do we want it now? When do we want it now? The whole chat is cheering for Tuba. That's crazy. I'd have to like practice for a few weeks. You gotta give me some time to prep that, guys. No way it would sound good right now. After like a decade of being out of high school. More than. I'd have to at least get up to snuff again. Tuba solos are not usually the most glorious thing. All right, I think we might close to outspeed the Abra now. Not quite. Ooh, he missed his flash. Okay. That's probably worth using where candies are normally. But we do outspeed now. We outspeed the entire team. Let's go. That's crazy. Good job, Tangela. We might be pretty high up in the D tier, actually. We are having some great luck with these gyms. Tuba solos are the next musical market. I have my doubts, but I'm glad that you believe in it. I think I might need to actually train a little bit here to get to 45, maybe. I could drain the right horn, easy win. I can Swords Dance for free because I can just take the Karate Chop. He'll use an X attack, can heal up. Body Slam, Body Slam, and Mega Drain to heal up. Yeah, not quite what we needed. I'll fight this guy. He should give me 45. Oh, it's survived. There's 45. Slam, no thank you. We don't want Slam. Slam stinks. Tangle is great after Swords Dance. It really isn't bad at all. Oh my gosh, I'm missing everything. I forgot I hadn't moved the trainers yet. I don't think that we outspeed the Dugtrio even with rare candies. I'm gonna try without. Yep, there's the fissure. I don't think we're even close. I don't think that the extra levels from... Oh, I love you too, Tangela. I don't think the levels would make us outspeed the Dugtrio, because we only have 101. It has 133. We have to wait for the guard spec. There we go. Oop, I actually didn't want to do that yet. Let's actually Swords Dance first here while it's sleeping. There we go. Now it can't hit me. For the tuba practice. Thank you, Chris. That's very kind of you. Y'all are crazy. Oh my gosh. The crit was a bad time there. We no longer outspeed. Well, we outspeed again with the para. Mega Drain! Easy Giovanni. I'm gonna drop a save real quick and pause. Both so I can get a little bit of Diet Coke here. And heart Chris's $5 donation. You guys are crazy about the tuba playing. I just don't understand it. Train for the tuba. You did indeed start the tuba movement. Oh. There we go. Fixed it. We lost 2 seconds of game time. Okay. Tango at 60 base speed. Yeah, this thing isn't outspeeding without badge boosts. Yeah, not happening. However, since we didn't need the badge boosts, I might genuinely skip the whatchamacallit? The rare candy in Mount Moon. My emulator was closed. Okay. I should just sleep powder you. Oh my gosh. I hate that I got poisoned right there. We're still gonna try to set up because I can steal back some health if I need to, which I definitely need to. We lost all our badge boosts. Probably should have put the execute to sleep, but you know, here we are. Oof, the Ember. Yeah, we need to set up on the execute, don't we? My mom gave me one of those plastic fish that flounders in your hand. because of the heat from your hand. I'm putting it with my Pokemon stuff because it's red like a Magikarp. I don't think I've seen one of these things. Like, it moves. I cannot believe we got poisoned immediately as well. Okay, now we can set up a Swords Dance. There we go. Body Slam. Body Slam. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. The poison doesn't stack in Gen 1 between knockouts. And we're fast enough to outspeed the Kadabra now. Growth? No, thank you. We're not going to be using growth. I could Mega Drain this Vaporeon just for some health back. Oh my gosh. Thank you for removing the para. That's what I was expecting is the Acid Armor. I think it's going to spam Acid Armor. As well as Haze and Mist, I guess. Because it lost its Ice move. Okay, I don't think we need to train in Victory Road. We're just going to go. Do you have to go soon? But never forget that Tuba movement is forever. Well, if you guys really want to see it, maybe one day it will happen. Well, you have to source a Tuba and everything and give me some weeks to train up again. And it's hilarious. I don't even know what I would play. Does it sound like Acid Armor when I said Acid Armor? My pronunciation is funny sometimes. Okay, save. We are officially in the D tier already. However, still significantly better than I expected. And with a little optimization, I think we could shave another 15 minutes off this. So there's possibility that we make C tier with Tangela one day, which is wild. I'm not even gonna get that. I'm just gonna hop on my bike right now. I almost ran into that trainer. We're gonna just strength. I see Annie, your chat. Give me 2 seconds to push this boulder. There we go. There was no id. You just said ass armor. Yeah, I speak a little too fast sometimes. But you know what's important for that Vaporeon? Gotta have its acid armor. Oh, bicycle first. Boop, boop. There we go. I hate that little corner on a bike. Okay. With that, there's really not much to do except go to the Elite Four. I think we just use probably not 10 because we only have 10 rare candies. I'll probably use 8 of them or 7 of them to get us to 55 and hold a couple back. Okay. I have Mimic. Yep, I do. So we're good to go. I just need my rare candies. I'm going to use... we only have 8. Oh, because we used 2 earlier. In that case, yeah, I'll still use a few here. How many do we have still? 3? Yeah, let's do this. Let's leave 1. Oh, I need to heal. What am I doing? I didn't Poke Center. Okay. With that, we're good to go. Let's do this. If you stop talking about Vaporeon's ass, I would never. I would never talk about Vaporeon that way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go back to sleep, Dugong. That's what you're best at here. Mega Drain. Give me my health back. Body Slam. I will probably Sleep Powder this. Oh! I will not. 2 missed in a row? Excuse me, good sir. I want to avoid that Ice Beam. Oh, I could just one-shot it. Okay. I didn't think I would actually one-shot. Trying to steal all my health back. Thank you. Because I want my health for Lapras, because I'm not going to set up with Amnesia. Body Slam's... oh. Body Slam's definitely better still. Okay. That's fine. We actually got a very lucky level up there for this hiker. Dugong, because the dude is gone and frozen. Oh, that's Moxie's job. I see that now. That's pretty good. Indeed, Moxie. It's Moxie's job to talk about Vaporeon. Is that 2 double teams causing misses immediately? I hate to see that. I'm not going to set up Swords Dance, so I'm just going to... Oh, hello. Mega Drain did a little bit less on Machamp than I expected, but it doesn't matter because we heal up. Bye, Hiker. I didn't move my full restores up to the top. There we go. Full restore. Elixir, why not? Save. Okay, actually, this is the point where I need to teach Mimic. So we're going to teach Mimic now. In the place of Mega Drain. Which feels bad, because it helped us so much for that last part of the game. However, it's not very helpful for Agatha, unfortunately. Moxamon is crossed out, he might not say, oh, I did see it. And it was good. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Sleep Powder? Oh. Oh, we got Parrot immediately. I might just reset that. That's going to slow us down so much, it's worth a reset. We want to be able to actually move quickly through here. Sleep Powder. Okay, it's asleep. I will steal Lick. And then we're going to Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Oh, she switched into Golbat. Back to Gengar. Okay, sure. Just get your substitute for no reason. Oh, and we level up immediately. That's a really unfortunate level up, but I think it's not going to matter too much. We will not outspeed the last Gengar anymore. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're good. We made it. We could have used the rare candy there, but it ended up working out. And now it's time for Lance. Chris, that's wild. You'd let Agatha hypnotize and lick you? Wild stuff there. Okay. Yeah, we just go. You see a setup, steal Ice Beam, which does feel a little bit risky. Oh, hello. Swords Dance. Oh. Sir! Not the Hyper Beam. I like Agatha, but I'd much rather have someone else do that. That's definitely the correct answer. Oh. Okay, it's asleep now. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Body Slam. Ah! Body Slam. Sleep Powder. Mimic. Thunderbolt. I'm trying something different here. Because I don't like Ice Beam. My bigger concern actually here is the Aerodactyl since it resists Body Slam. So I stole Thunderbolt there instead, and then we can switch back to Body Slam. Oh, thinking it would KO. It does not, but it doesn't matter that much because Dragonite can't do a ton to us. Ice Beam's probably better, but you have to risk a freeze. There's a 10% chance of a freeze there. And that's not great, obviously. Level 60. All right, let's try this with Earthquake. We might need rest, possibly. But I could see it not being a huge concern. Okay, Sleep Powder. And Mimic. Earthquake. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. And Earthquake. Probably going to be a 2-hit. Yep. And then we just Earthquake. And then we're going to need to Body Slam. Oh! Was that a crit? So help me. Hypnosis. Ugh, you're going to draw this out because of the crit on Alakazam. Okay, we hit the Body Slam. Hit the Earthquake. We might be back on track here. Oh, you missed the Earthquake. Okay, there we go. Earthquake. At least we didn't get parried. He probably won't try to do that since it doesn't see it's super effective, right? Oh, it survives by a hair. Okay, come on, Body Slam. Hit. Yep, okay, there we go. That works. That is not bad. That is honestly not bad at all for Tangela. Okay, that's actually a huge PB. So my previous best time was 1 hour and 58-ish. I can't remember the exact seconds for Tangela. with the optimizations in the early game that we did do, it's down to an hour and 40. With Red Rorsi's suggestions, I think we might even be able to get it under an hour and 30 and get it into the C tier one day. That'd be wild. Will from Johto or Karen? Karen from Johto, 100% Annie. Okay, very nice. So that's 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 1 second of real time. And 19 resets at level 61. Playtime of 5 hours, 57 minutes. Pretty brutal. We are saving run 2 for a future time. This is still a very long run. At some point in the future, I think we can rerun it. But I think a actually pretty high D tier finish is a pretty good result for Tangela. Pretty fair result for what we saw. I even cut out a couple of things that toward the end that didn't make a huge difference, but a few seconds that were just a little bit greedy, but it worked out totally great. Tangela, once it has Mega Drain, Body Slam, Swords Dance, Sleep Powder, it's like very few concerns in the game at that point. It's getting there is hard. That's the toughest part. But yeah, 19 resets also brutal. Because that Team Rocket battle in Mount Moon, I think got us most of the way there on resets. I think we were like 11 or 12 resets after that. That one Team Rocket battle had more resets than Blaine. Actually, any of the last gyms combined, last 4 gyms combined. Actually, do we have any resets at any of the gyms after that? Because we didn't at Misty, we didn't at Surge, not Erica, not Koga. We had 1 to Giovanni. We had 1 reset to Giovanni, but like hardly any resets in gyms after the Team Rocket battle, which is insane. Because I think we got hit by a fissure by Doug Trio on the first attempt at Giovanni, but otherwise, very clean gyms. We got very lucky, so I think I'm willing to put this down as an official time, and we will eventually revisit Tangela, but the tier list, let's pop the tier list up, now fits nice, a little bit nicer in the frame where we can still see the real time, which I like. Because the tier list has grown. But an hour and 40 puts us right between Ekans and Shelder for a finish. That's not great for a single stage Pokemon, to be fair. No other Pokemon in that tier or below it are single stage. They're all first stage Pokemon. So that's not great company. Because Tangela just isn't very good until mid-game. But it makes up for it a lot once you get to mid-game. Unfortunately, with how it changed in more recent gens to have trash special defense, I think that this is like kind of the best Tangela ever really is. In Gen 1 is like late game Gen 1, Tangela is pretty good. But it doesn't always shine in the early game or in later generations, sadly. Tangela is honestly a stage 1 tier Pokemon. It plays as a stage 1. It really does. The lack of good moves, without Body Slam and Swords Dance, without Swords Dance specifically, it would be an absolutely atrocious run. Swords Dance, because Mega Drain's fine. It's only 40 base power, but at least it's got good special. But like, without Swords Dance, yeah, the moves negate the high special 100%. Because outside of Solar Beam, if we had Sunny Day to like do Chlorophyll, Solar Beam like gimmicks, I think it could make use of that a little bit better. Without that, it really, really struggles, unfortunately. But yeah, D tier finish. That's not bad at all. Oh, I need to grab the spin the wheel. Updated spin the wheel. So we'll hang out on stream for a little bit while I get that set up. Already got this taken off. Our new addition is actually Vulpix, as chosen by the members. I've been having the members choose what gets added to the wheel. If you'd like to see that, make sure to get the membership or try to turn on your settings so you can receive one when they are donated. Either way works for that. Let me just add. Okay, I updated the wheel. Let me go ahead and get the link and update my OBS so we can have that. I forgot to do that before stream. And then we can see the wheel. We must see the wheel. Honestly, Vulpix is not a terrible Pokemon to be added to the wheel considering the other options I was floating about. The people love Vulpix. Chris is still wanting Paris. Tyranitar would be fun in Gen 1. There's not a lot of fighting moves, so T-Tar could really dominate. And Dark types would be just insanely good for Gen 1. That'd be a really fun backport, but that thing would just crush. It wouldn't even be a competition at that point. All right. So we have some good options. Starmie's going to be insane. Alakazam's not bad. Kangaskhan could be really good, quite frankly. Hitmonchan is absolute garbage, though. Vulpix is going to be really scary. Paris is going to be tough. Clefairy's tough. There's some good stuff. There's some bad stuff. And we're going to be adding Grimer, I think, to the wheel next to replace whatever we get here. I have a name suggested for Paris, but maybe too spicy. Thinking of something else. Fair Annie. There's a lot of viewers in stream. There's not a lot of people chatting at the moment, Chris. All right, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Go ahead and interact. Boom, spin the wheel. Let's see what we're gonna get. Where's Ditto? I have Ditto in the impossible tier. Do we just get Vulpix on the first spin? I just added that. That's insane. Well, that's super funny. That is extremely unexpected. Whoa! Vulpix is huge. Vulpix, why are you so big? Vulpix is just taking over the screen. There we go. There we go. There's our Vulpix for next time. Ditto was not impossible. It probably isn't. What is your experience with actually Ditto Red Reorsi in yellow version? I hope I'm saying your username right, by the way. That's probably just butchering it, but I'm doing my best there. About a 4-hour run if you know exactly what you're doing. How does Ditto beat Agatha? Is my big question. Because I don't understand how that's possible against Agatha. Like, because let me pop up the tier list again here. I have Ditto in the possible tier. I do plan on eventually like doing runs with it and Weedle, just to like kind of show what's going on with them and like where they struggle and what totally walls them. 3 hours 23 with Ditto. Their first time was 13 hours. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Yeah, because like Red and Blue makes a little bit of sense because you can steal Psychic, I think, or Dream Eater from the Gengar and use that to wipe the team for Agatha. Crits use Ditto stats? Oh, that's big brained. So you have to just hope for crits, and if you're a level 100, your stats are higher than the transform stats? Oh, that's big brain. If you crit the ghost, they're Okos. With Lick? Does it Oko with Lick? So you have to Oko all 4... Is it 4 ghosts? 3 ghosts. All 3 ghosts have to be a crit. And then you have to use Mega Drain and Confuse Ray on the other 2. That's insane. How many attempts does that take? If you don't crit the first Gengar turn 1, it's worth resetting. That's a tall order. That's a really tall order. But that is cool to know. So Ditto is possible. You have to Oko 2 of them. Oh, that's not that bad then, I guess. Other than Ditto, the impossible tier could be 15-minute video of just going until you hit the point it becomes impossible to continue. Then you need to go, oh, and then run the next mon. That's fair. The problem with Magikarp, I guess all of them except Weedle and Ditto, like Caterpie, Metapod, Kakuna, and Magikarp all have the same roadblock, which is all the first ghost in Pokemon Tower. Weedle can technically get past that after a lot of training. But without X items, it doesn't have enough damage. Outside of like insane like tool assisted craziness, I don't believe. Ditto using Ditto stats to crit is a pretty big difference. I'm assuming it needs level 100 still, or close to. If you 2-hit KO the Haunter, it's about a 1% chance to win the fight. I've done pretty rough runs, so I would be down for that one day. That is a monster of a run. The annoying part is beating the Golbat, which you usually need Agatha to swap Arbok into the official final Gengar before you run out of PP. That is annoying. Especially my Magikarp is like a rare special event one that has, if I remember correctly, Dragon Rage. I think Scott's thoughts did the math on it, and Dragon Rage isn't enough damage for Agatha without running out of Dragon Rage and having to struggle. Like, it just isn't enough HP damage, I believe, was the problem he ran into. And it doesn't get Tackle because you get it at level 15, was what Scott's research was. I know there's been some ideas floating around that, like, possibly the University Magikarp that gets Dragon Rage was actually at level 5, not 15, because there's not a ton of information on it. If someone did get a level 5 University Magikarp for some reason, that would be pretty, like, I think usable for a run. It wouldn't be good still, but I think it would be possible. Maybe. I would love to see an upload, Red Dwarfy, of the Ditto run. Like, that'd be really cool to see. There's not a caveat to Magikarp. He just can't beat the game. If he was a level 5 with Dragon Rage, so he got Tackle still. So he was Tackle and Dragon Rage. I think there's maybe a world in which you get so lucky you could do it. If it was maybe tool assisted and insane. Yeah, J-Rose uses a different strat. J-Rose uses the, I think it's the New York Poke Center event Magikarp or the Stadium event Magikarp that got Bubble and something. That's what J-Rose did, I think. Tree said, hey, MT, what do you think about doing 2 spins and letting members vote on the next run? That's a pretty fun concept. I've never thought about that. I let members pick what goes on the wheel. So that's very interesting. I think that's an interesting idea. And he's saying we can debate, like, oh, Weedle shouldn't be in the impossible tier, Ditto shouldn't be in the impossible tier. But no, Magikarp just can't do it. Yeah, not really. I mean, I don't really allow event or traded moves. The only time I've done that is with Chansey, because if you get a Gen 2 traded Chansey into Gen 1 with the tutor moves, it's just such a fascinating creation, because that really just destroys the game. Like, my time with that rivals my top times in the PP tier with the Gen 2 traded Chansey. Because that's just an insane run. But it's not really a solo run because you have to start with the Pikachu. No, Tree, I like it. I like the thought. All right, let me hide. Well, I guess if anybody missed it, the real time was 1 hour and 40 for Tangela for the first run. That'll be the only run for a while, probably. Because I didn't expect, honestly, to be much below like 1 hour 50. That's pretty impressive. Maybe down the road we can give Tangela another run, try to sneak it under 1 hour and 30. I think it'd be possible with the right strats. Well, for our typical format here, that's a pretty, actually really impressive result for Tangela. Not just pretty impressive, really impressive. Even more reason to stay a member. I mean, I love any more reasons to stay a member. It really does. The memberships really do help the channel so much. And it builds the community, which is awesome. And the emotes and stuff being locked behind memberships sucks from the like YouTube level, like that they do that. But I'd love emotes and being able to interact with you guys. Gen 2 tradebacks are entirely different from regular solo runs because the entire point hinges on using another game, but that doesn't devalue them, it merely moves them to another category. Exactly. Same with, I think, the event Pokemon. They're kind of a different category. Much like I wouldn't use backported mods in this series, in this tier listing, because they're just so different, because it really depends on how you make them or what decisions you do, how you implement them, if you change the mechanics of Gen 1 at all to like go along with later Gen Mons. Like Shedinja, obviously have to change mechanics quite a bit. Ice Punch Alakazam can't be on this tier list, but it's really effing cool. Yeah, the elemental punches with Alakazam just make it an insanely good Pokemon. I mean, if you could trade in an Alakazam to start with Psychic TM, like with the TM psychic taught to it already. Also an insane run. There's a lot of things that you could do to break the game quite a bit. But no, the series is like based on your yellow version level up sets, because I like that it messes up the red and blue tier list quite a bit. And I think the yellow version has a better difficulty curve and a better journey through it, a more satisfying arc to the game. With Shedinja, you could add a second ghost type that includes the immunities, Shadow Ball, and the ability to actually hit ghosts. You also have to change stat calcs quite a bit because Gen 1 was not built to keep HP at 1. Even if you set the base HP to 1, it will still add HP as you level up. It takes quite a bit of work. I'm really impressed with people like, I think several people have done it, I think. I don't know if Speedrunner 0218 has done it, but I know Scott has done it. I know that Gym Leader Matt has done it, Shedinja run, and I know that Porygon Delir, friend of the channel, has also done a Shedinja run in Gen 1. I think they're all kind of using the same concepts, but really impressive stuff to make it work. Gen 1 Gengar might not be able to hit Alakazam with Lick, but a Shedinja that can't hit Alakazam with Shadow Ball isn't a real Shedinja. Yeah, that's definitely, like, not going to work very well for Shedinja. Alright, but next time is Vulpix already, which is wild luck that we got the new edition immediately from the wheel. I think that is going to mean that Grimer is the next one on the wheel. If you want to vote on it, there is a poll right now going on the channel for what's next to add to the wheel that are weak mons. I take 2 usually of each of the polls to put on the wheel. The top 2 winners of the 4 get added to the wheel, just so we're not having to do them like every few days for those polls. Just because I don't want to spam you guys too much with the polls. You know how it goes. I hope you have a nice vacation. I'll see you in a few weeks. Yes, Annie. I will be gone starting tomorrow for about a week and a day or 2. So there will be no streams tomorrow or next week at all. I will probably have my laptop while I'm traveling, so I might be posting posts, interacting with you guys on Discord, but probably not anything to do with the channel. No actual content on the channel for a week. I'm going to go spend some time with family. My niece has her graduation. It's going to be a nice little break. And I will be back with you guys the first week of June for the Vulpix run and to continue some more Ironmon. That'll be what's coming up next. So I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and a good next week. And that'll be it for now. Look forward to Vulpix, and I will see you guys in, I guess, 2 weeks this time. Have a good one, and I will see you soon. Bye.